Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Shadow Gambit the Cursed Crew, where we've got new maps to do, but
Careful negotiations.
we also have a crew sale to do, so let's see what Quentin's up to. He's missing some of his stuff,
An offer I can't refuse.
so let's see if we can't help him find it.
Marley, I'm back. Anything you could unfurl?
Yes, I believe so. At the stern, there's something weighing down heavily on my deck. If I was any lesser being, it would have cracked it long ago.
Ah, yeah. I have an inclination of what that could be. First someone steals my curses and then releases them on deck. Who and why?
It reeks of malice and ill intent.
As far as I could tell, that's just a general smell around here.
You ought to interview those that bear the stench the most.
Pete and the nameless one.
I was going to say
Everything
those two.
seems to lie at their feet. Unfortunately, you might have to start a conversation with them.
They are
Don't let
troublemakers.
their foolery blind you, though. They're full of trickery and deceit.
Oh, well, that's just how I like my customers.
Yeah, Quentin knows a thing or two about trickery and deceit, I'm sure.
It's a deal then.
He is, after all, a merchant. Looks like a
Diamonds,
sack.
rubies, emeralds.
Well, we'll have that back.
Oh, God. Oh, I always forget how heavy that bag of feathers is.
Quentin!
Greetings, you two.
What brings you here?
Someone used the time I was without a pearl to take cursed artifacts from my chest.
Pete? Do you think he's accusing us?
As if he
Most
would.
Definitely.
Well, I did just find my special bag of feathers lying in front of you, so...
Should we just tell him who actually put it here? All right.
That seems too easy.
It was the raccoon.
The what?
He means the monkey. We don't have a raccoon here on deck, Pete.
I mean, we got Tanuki.
Good to know.
Estelle? Ooh, well, thanks for your cooperation, fellas.
I'm not sure if I'm buying that.
Oh, strangely helpful they were.
Yeah.
Quentin, can you talk to me for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go find Afia then and have a quick chat with her.
Look, I found these nice earrings, but since I put them on, I've been stumbling around like it's my first day on deck.
Cursed earrings?
Ah, my earrings have unbalanced. Wait, I'll get them off you. Should I relieve you of the sword as well?
Would you like to be stabbed in the chest?
Depends. Which chest?
Not the one you're thinking. How's your search going anyway?
Well, I've talked to Pete and the nameless one.
They're involved, aren't they?
No, I don't think so. They've actually been somewhat helpful. But I have to be on my way. Let me know whenever you find something that makes you feel queasy.
Sure. Good luck, Quentin.
I don't know if they've been that helpful. I feel like Estelle's not the answer.
Golden greetings to you as well, Estelle. Yes! Congratulations! You robbed me! Now kindly return my items. Returning them means giving them to me, in my hands, and not put them all over the Marley. Most importantly, where's the pen? Do you know how dangerous that bloody thing is?
It's mightier than a sword,
You
I
want
hear.
to trade me for something I technically already own? You stole it. You don't own it, Estelle. All right. I stole that pen too. Well, I'm sure there's some trinket I can offer you. I've got a golden banana somewhere here that, There's no prize that will make me hand my head over to a monkey. Look, what about this deck of cards that guarantees you triplets every time? And, for good measure, I'll throw in a couple of old Aztecan coins. The nice ones with the little skulls on them. The skull is not going to happen, Estelle. Look, let's end this here before I succumb to your lunacy. Just don't, for goodness sake, put the pen anywhere stupid. I'll find something that tingles your little monkey paws.
Okay, maybe I was incorrect then. Maybe
Well,
Estelle...
well, I've got a conundrum here. No one has
Is
any
the
authority
problem.
over that little chimp. Ah, come on, Quentin. You always found a way to barter yourself out of a pickle. Just give it some time.
And there we go. Crew tale complete.
My soul is
But yeah, I
rising.
wasn't expecting it to be as simple as Pete and the Nameless One talk sense, and they're actually right, and Estelle was the culprit. Very strange. Either way, should we go and have a look at one of these new maps we've unlocked?
Navigator.
Still got that tantalising bit of cloud down there. But for now, Angler's Grave or Calamity Reef? Let's go for the grave.
Angler's Grave. Long ago, a mighty leviathan of the seas was dragged onto this island by brave and foolish hunters. Today, a bustling shantytown thrives in the shadow of the angler's bones, welcoming sailors, smugglers, and scoundrels of all kinds. At the markets, you'll find meat and marrow of the ancient carcass, and the rare fish the angler's lantern lures from the black depths. Every few years, during the Angler Festival, the creature's remains begin to regenerate,
That's handy.
providing the residents with a bountiful harvest. This year, the Inquisition have decided to thwart the festival, establishing a small garrison and harassing the townsfolk. The graveyard is of special attention to them, as the angler's guts have long seeped into the soil, drenching the earth with soul energy.
Well, we need soul energy. Now, Graveyard Haunt and the Kumquat Connection. We need them both, of course. One's daytime and long. I haven't got all day, though, so I think we'll go for the medium nighttime version.
Angler's Grave. Good place to get some illicit soul energy, I wager.
Aye, and getting it should be fairly straightforward. The captain had a contact who was usually right.
Your contact isn't invisible by any chance.
Usually not. Something must have happened to him.
He's been kidnapped by the Inquisition.
There's quite a gathering in front of the garrison. Maybe we can overhear something about his whereabouts.
There's also a local informant who stands disguised as an acolyte inside the walls. Talk to him and use the password Kumquat. Say anything else, and he will be forced to raise the alarm.
Our choice, then. Let's hope we find him before the Inquisition does.
So it's a sneaky map. A sneaky infiltration map. Now, we could come in from Ribcage Docks, but I think Rodman's Beach might be the best starting point today. So we'll go for the beach. Now, who have we got who's good at infiltrating? None of the people that have got extra vigor by the look of it. Because, I mean, Salady can throw bushes down and whatnot. We could try Gael for our fast killer, because she's the only one of the 3 fast killers who's got a bonus vigor. And then, just so we're not using her and Quentin on every single mission, maybe a Fear
Oh,
and
I'm ready.
Zagan.
Should have asked much sooner.
Yeah.
I will know.
Now. A lot of water about. A lot of splashing is going to occur. But there's no one immediately in our vicinity. Is that a Udex up there, though? It is. It's a good thing we're not having to go over there just yet. I mean, maybe we'll end up over there, but...
Choice.
Nothing to do with me.
No, nothing to do with...
You were anticipating.
Ah,
J'écoute.
Above strange.
Well.
that's a good start. Even by my standards, that's an extremely incautious
Not
beginning.
For permission.
Now, let's do it nice and sneaky this time. Or at least let's just do it quicker. So that whoever it was that spotted us before doesn't spot us now. Was it you? I thought they were... Oh yeah, they've gone up those steps. And then they're coming down this side, perhaps.
Sure as the storms.
Okay, and then they go back over there. So, So if we can take out that lad, that might help.
Quelle surprise!
We're not going to make it up there, are we? Oh, we did. Good.
Aye,
Now, you bugger off again.
resistance is pointless.
Oh, curses. There's a Udex over there.
Unleash.
Who's watching the Udex? Anyone? Doesn't look like it. But how do we get to them without murking a whole bunch of peeps? I mean, we could probably do a bit of swimming to get over there, but then... Is anyone watching you? Yeah, you are. You're kind of watching each other, that's a pain. I mean, maybe
My soul is razor
we
sharp.
can lure this guy with some footprints and
I'll
whatnot.
be there soon.
Not interested.
Strange. There should not be footprints here.
Curses.
Through the below.
Okay. But we know that works. Yeah, let's move Gael into here, and then she's going to lure them in.
Endless.
You two just lurk over there.
Foreign traps. J'écoute. What madness is this?
Yeah, what madness is
One
this?
at a time,
Thwomp.
right where I want you.
Good.
Swiftly.
Right, so we got someone on board.
Back up. Good.
We've actually made some progress. Now, that Commissarius can see pretty well, but not all the way. That Commissarius can see pretty well as well, though. I mean, that one's got a lamp, which is kind of annoying. The fact that everyone's watching everyone else makes it a bit of a pain. Although, yeah, what if Zagan moves up here?
Experiment.
Can he sneak around this guy?
My premonition was correct then.
Yeah, good.
I must study
Which
your
means he can sneak up
powers,
this
Mark.
ladder. Udex over there.
Enticing.
Kind of can't see that well. The fact it's a nighttime mission might be helping, but that was also on my mind when I took this map, is that let's get the nighttime one out of the way first before we do what's presumably a
Consider
harder
it accomplished.
daytime mission.
Enjoy the vision.
And there we go, Udex down. So now we should be able to take out that lad over there.
My power grows.
Let's get moving, eh?
So it's Athea's time to shine.
I like it already. Little death bringer.
And then where are we going to hide the bod? Do we need to worry too much about hiding the bod? Maybe not. Now, you aren't watching anything important, nor are you. So maybe we can just take out this guy.
A moment to remember.
Oi!
Let's get you somewhere else.
Yeah. Now that we've taken out the Udex, this lot
Your
should
help is
just all
appreciated.
fall down, basically.
No second thoughts, eh? Let's unshackle your soul.
Nothing to do with me.
Yep, don't you worry, friendo. We're saving you from the Inquisition. Any bushes around?
I like these hours.
Maybe we'll just drop you back up top with this one.
No, think again. I can't and I won't.
Oh no, there's a ladder in the way.
Well.
We'll just leave you over there. Now, are these two watching each other? They kind of are. I mean, we can get into about there without any issue.
Any cannons loose?
Above
And Athea
and
can
below.
stroll back over here. Oops. And then we should be able to double kill these two without further problems.
Thank you for the backup.
Knowledge seeks understanding.
Unless I've missed someone. Which I don't think I have. Good.
I've corrupted a mind.
Now. Can we get in there and chat to that guy? Kumquat, we'd say. Or do we try and work our way around to the conversation? I mean, that shouldn't be too hard, should it? Because... yeah, if we can get up onto here somehow. Although, how would we? Yeah, we can... if we can get onto that roof, then we can jump up there, jump up there. But otherwise, how would we get onto this bit of wall? I don't see any other sensible way of getting onto it. Unless... yeah, there is a way onto that wall, I feel. Gael,
Oui?
you are possibly the star here.
As you command.
Let's bring you over. Let's drop that.
Hold on tight.
Let's see if we can pick up Zagan.
This is where the fun begins.
And can we... by... oops. We dropped him.
Who dared rob me of my
Your
conscience?
fuse. Long rope. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're dead anyway.
Now,
I'll be cautious.
we can fire him up there.
It's still going to... magnifique.
Good.
I prefer my own way of travel.
And then... let's see. Yeah, he's pretty safe there. Although,
Thanks, Molly.
There is always
can he climb
more.
vines? I don't think he can he? I was just thinking about getting in and getting that Udex.
I had calculated.
But that's
see
fine.
what's out there. The cannon
Yeah.
is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, we'll just do the same again with Aethir.
Don't get too...
This might be the secret superpower of Gael. Is that she can just move our crew around.
At your service.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Remember, all we need is...
Let's capture this moment in time, in case our plan fails.
Oh, fig.
Iron bird.
Who saw us? Was it two other Udex?
No, I know, but
Piss, they're all watching each
We'll
other.
get it.
Right. Who are you watching? You're watching you. You're watching you. Bollocks. Okay, so that's not going to work. But maybe we don't need to take out these three Udex anyway.
I paid the price.
Because Zagan can come along here.
Agreeable for now.
No. Is anyone watching that Commissarius? That... yeah, multiple people are. But... including another
It
Udex.
seems our work is never done.
However, are they going to be bothered if he's merely distracted?
Hedron of constriction.
Although, he can only be distracted short term, can't he? Yeah, this isn't actually as simple as I thought it might be. Gael can pick up a body. There's a few hanging around. But then she can't really get over here. And... yeah, the fact that she's unwieldy is a pain. If that was an acolyte, we'd be fine. But we're not.
Let's get moving, eh? This memory is
But let's just see.
Your hands
Might not be
are
the end of the
shaking.
world. Because where are you looking exactly?
The path ahead is
You're kind of looking there, but not fully.
Aye.
only another thing that vowed to disturb the grand design.
Yeah, so that's this
Be
conversation
offended
eavesdropped on. The plan worked.
Where did you take him? He's got a family to feed.
He should have chosen honest work instead of dealing in cursed energy.
He's innocent. You will release him this very instant.
He is being questioned in the garrison. If he is found innocent, you may have what is left of him.
Curse you stubborn red cloaks.
That is our cue. We must assume the worst.
But
If they truly have him captured, they'll likely have him tied up somewhere inside their garrison.
Is the prisoner secure?
Always move forward.
Of course. We've got acolytes on both doors.
Aye.
I stand ready.
right, so he's in the garrison. So we are going to have to get in here and capture this lad. Now, where does that go? Does it go anywhere, or is it just a spot? And where's Gael? She's here. So, Gael,
Oui. Bien sûr.
do you have what it takes
Well, I was going to
to
clean
fire up
Canol
there? Not
anyway.
quite. Is there a spot from which you could?
Bonsoir.
Because we might still be able to triple kill these Udex.
This is going to be a long shot.
Yeah, we could hit that one, for sure. But they're constantly being watched by one or the other. Although there's a bit of a gap. No, there isn't really, is there?
I'm glad your memories are still working, Mount.
No.
Not fear.
So how would we get the other two up here in a position where they could cause some havoc?
I know, but he's still alive. We'll get it.
What do we have here?
Intent is key.
We could move them both over here, for sure.
You should have heard what they said.
Yeah. There's also a vine there.
Opportunity calls.
So what we could do, for example, is
A
we could
moment to
move a
remember.
fear up here.
No second thoughts, eh?
I spy.
But, okay, that's pretty tricky actually. What if we do just fire with Gael?
Time is on our
Ready
side.
for a challenge. Always a pleasure.
I mean, it only knocks them out for a start. And it sets the alarm off and everyone gets mad. I forgot about the whole knockout thing. If we had bought Quentin, he could have possibly hooked over Gael and then she could have fired someone where we need. But let's think. I mean, the Udex can be temporarily distracted.
Fame will be mine. Have to be done.
Why is this taking so long?
Yeah,
We may have
it's very temporary.
What's in it for me?
But the Udex can be distracted.
Your
So,
help is appreciated.
yeah, you two just do a good job. Have we bought anyone who can lure people? I don't think we have.
I will
That's
know.
probably a flaw in my
My
plans.
Hedron is ready.
At your service.
Yeah.
Well, well. A sword through the heart.
Soon, none of this will matter.
Okay, that kind of works. That's pretty cool. So we can get someone up there.
Let's capture this moment in time, in case our plan fails.
Before you knocked
Right.
him out.
He was holding out.
I'll be there
We
soon.
turned up the heat.
Okay, so we can get someone up next to that one Udex.
Their
Now,
worship
Zagan,
is
can you come back here,
misguided.
please?
I had calculated that. I
And then-
restrict movement.
If you can distract them whilst a fear kills them. Is that going to work?
Time is on our side. No second thoughts, eh?
She's going to knock repair your bell.
Who saw that? Was that an acolyte on the ground? Because if it was,
This memory.
then that's not the end of the world, because we just wait for him to bugger off.
May not call for the right of alarm.
Let it bring forth our fire.
That other Udex can see, though. It's like they can all
And
see
so we return.
each other. It's a freaking nightmare. Now, what about Zagan, though?
Corruption in force.
What about if he just runs to there?
We all have our place in the design.
No. What? Can Gael get to this one? Maybe. Where is she?
I miss the waves under my feet.
I mean, she could throw firecrackers up there.
Let's not. This will occupy them for a bit.
Who cares?
What do we
They
have?
shall
Oh,
not go
piss.
unanswered.
Why did she not go up those steps?
You sure you
Are
remember
those steps
correctly,
broken?
Marty?
Yeah, they are. Okay. Okay,
Yes,
so she
Shall
gets to
not go
there.
unanswered. Mensura.
And then when that guy finishes being freaked out, Can she get to there? She can. So she can sneak around here.
Nostikar is pressing.
And over here, no one's going to really be looking at it, right?
I'm glad your memories are still working, Marley. Well, I was going to clean my canal anyway.
Although,
D'accord.
we're only knocking out that one.
I dreamt last
That's
night.
the trouble with
I can't even say.
Perhaps
Gael,
confessing
is she's
to
not
Mel?
going to get the job done because she only knocks people out. And now she's over here.
Aye.
She could always clean out some troops nearby.
Careful, I have a short fuse.
Nope, she got spotted. Okay, she can't do that. She's useless.
Quelle surprise!
And I'm guessing she can't just throw her distraction up there.
The Inquisitor. She troubles me.
We must trust her judgment.
Well, maybe she could.
I like long shots.
She does like long shots. But no, that's a bit too far. Well, maybe we can get that guy if we time it right.
You may have overdone it. Ah, I would have forgotten otherwise.
No, because there's another one watching. Okay.
Une autre fois. Sure as the storms.
Yeah, all these plans are very silly. How do we deal with these three bloody...
My craft is comprehension.
Let's see. I mean, that guy's just generally looking about there.
Enticing.
Ah, words. Nothing more.
Now.
Do I see? I knew you'd come.
Okay, so we can't get in there without being spotted by someone.
Une autre fois.
I don't think, anyway.
And
I may have just botched the timing on that, but let's see.
I'm sure the Inquisitor.
a valid experiment.
Is that?
Okay, we can get Zagan into there. Let's assume that's a good thing to do.
I thought
Ready
so.
for a challenge. D'accord.
And we're going to bring Gael back. We'll get
Let's not
Gael
ask
back
for
up here.
permission.
That might work out for us.
Let's
Now,
capture
Zagan.
this
My
moment in
sword
time.
is razor sharp.
Yeah, we want to get you over here, mate.
Acceptable?
I see.
Is that?
You don't surprise.
No,
Your bell.
that doesn't work.
Real dead.
It's just too many people there. And the fact we can't get Gael up here is a pain. And the fact that you're... Wait, yeah, we can get Gael down here at least.
Get your passage in.
And then she can wait until they bugger off.
The crackles throw them.
Can she throw firecrackers
I
over
like
there?
long shots. This will occupy them for a bit.
Stay where I am.
Oh?
Okay, so that doesn't work because of that other commissaris
Release
watching.
the memory.
Although, is he a patroller?
As you command.
He's not a patroller, so why did he
Urge the undead.
pay attention to that?
That clearly didn't work.
I guess he was only going to pay attention to that for a second, whereas other
Yes, you-
people would pay attention for longer.
Ah, I would
So
have
let's
forgotten
think.
otherwise. Just as good. I do resist the noise.
And then he's going to...
Anybody up for a ride? Ah,
No, because those two were still hanging around. Okay. But again, that was just a
I'll never get
timing
used to
problem, I
this.
think.
I would have forgotten.
They always forget.
I'll stay where I am.
I'll be gentle. Now I can feed them to my cannon.
Shall not.
Let's not ask for permission.
Measure. Calculate.
Empty. Useless thing.
A fool's prank, it seems. Very
Out with you. D'accord.
Right. Kind of forgot that I still had a guy in the
Don't do
cannon.
this.
Either way, that's the commissaris
Your
down.
passage in.
Those two look about, but then they bugger off again. Good. Now maybe
I'm glad your
we
memories
want
are
to scoop
still
one of these up and just fire them over the wall so that
Cannoli ready.
nobody can pick them up. Now, are we able to climb that ladder?
I never forget.
Good. Progress.
Bien sûr.
But then we can't climb up there.
As you command.
As it tests all.
However, from here,
Don't mind them.
we can ping that one. So now it's just a case of getting someone over to this tower.
Back up. Good.
Knowledge seeks understanding. Enticing.
Right, so we wait for this alarm guy to go past. And then, let's see. When you come back,
I
now
knew
you bugger off.
as expected.
Yeah. There's just too many people watching there, and I've got no one spare to get any distractions off. Maybe Aethea should have come this way. Yeah, it's too many people. I'm trying to do something too complex,
We have time.
and it's just not going to work. I'm guessing we can't just do that without setting off all sorts of alarms. Yeah.
These memories.
Fine, we'll do things properly.
My premonition was correct.
We'll
then.
take people down, bit by bit, work our way in slowly. Now we can get up on that roof. I suppose that gives us another way of getting around to that guy.
Enticing.
Yeah, that's the sensible way of getting around to that one.
A valid experiment.
Okay, now I'm feeling better about this. Maybe we can make this work. The trouble is, who is watching Aethea's
Fascinating
target?
application of soul energy.
Ah, yes. I can sense that. Good.
See, a lot of the time it
Let's
is
see what's
just those two, right?
Let's send them on their way.
So generally speaking, there's no reason why this shouldn't work. If we pick our right moment when no one's
Let's
watching
capture
anyone.
this moment in time.
Right, so yeah, you can't see what's going on up there.
Remember, all we need is a name.
I know, but he's still
So-
alive. We'll get it.
They're a problem.
My soul
No.
is crazy sharp.
Aethea,
I like it already.
can you jump down there? Make your way across here.
Who
And get up there
we have here?
and tie them up. Jeez, we've actually done it. Okay, so, progress made. Phone calls taken. Game no longer interrupted. And now it should be piss, right?
I
Let's see.
seek the curse.
Zagan can jump down there.
I knew.
That commissarius does see over there, though.
Prognosticator is-
Maybe I shouldn't have jumped down there, but
I
There you
remember
go.
this.
maybe I should jump down here with him.
Endless studies. Intent is key. The cursed touch.
And then, no, there's still someone watching, but that's fine. We've got the Udex out of the way, so
Unleash.
the rest of this should be piss if I actually pay attention and do things properly. So we've got two guys there looking out there in different directions. This alarm guy would be nice to get rid of. So,
No second thoughts. eh?
Aethea, can't you jump down there?
The
No,
prognosticator is pressing to speak to him.
but you can jump up there.
Strange.
Piss. She almost made that. Cool. Yeah, she did that. Good. Then she gets in the little hatch.
It's just that The prognosticar is pressing. Overwhelming. Is that?
A blade in the dark.
And
I'll be there soon.
good. So that's that guy out the way.
Let's get you somewhere else.
And now Zagan. Can you just distract that guy, please? Although, there's also that one. This is the trouble with not having anyone that can move people. Let's see, Zagan, distract that guy. A fear. Run around there and distract that guy. Although, yeah, she would just have to distract him, I think.
Well, well.
What do we have here?
Oh, fuck off. No.
I
So,
confess.
I want to take out that commie, but Gael is still stuck on the outside somewhere. Although she can get up, can't she, actually?
Any cannons loose?
We'll fend it off.
Also, there's a box over there. We could have used that at some point to ruin someone's day. Have we even looked at that little building? We haven't. So maybe
What do we have
Zagan
here?
drops down, scuttles past.
Is the prisoner secured?
Now, is anyone... Yeah, no one's going to really be watching this guy.
Catatonic grip. Intent is key. Once you're
Cool, so we may as well just take him out because we can. Now. Yeah, that commie's generally watching that guy quite well. Now, if Gael can get to a position where she can distract those two, I think we're safe to take out this commie. So,
An island
Where
in
the
the
wind
storm.
blows,
where are
cannonballs
you,
fly.
chick?
Like moths to the
Now,
fire.
can you fire that there?
Aye.
Is that too far? Where's she going to go to do that? She's going to drop down. I don't want you to drop down, chick. Up here, please.
Aye.
Now, what can you do from up here?
Crackles throw them.
I mean, you can distract her there, surely.
A little
knowledge
spectre.
seeks
Just for
understanding.
you.
This will leave a lasting imprint.
Good.
My premonition was correct.
And it distracts them for ages, so
Prank, it seems.
yeah,
Right of
Very
inquiry.
well.
that
My
guy's out of the
hands
way.
shall stay calm in the face of
There's only one language they understand.
Death's grip
Right
And
is
now
lurking.
Nothing
we could do that, or we could just drop down, couldn't we?
Enticing.
Yeah, we don't need to use this fancy down ability when you can just do that.
Once yours. Fate reveals itself.
And then we can
again.
pop in. Now, you are watching over there. You are not quite reaching over there? No. Yeah, maybe Zagan comes
A valid
back this way.
experiment.
We'll worry about the body in a moment, I think. For now, I want Zagan over here somewhere. Because I want to see if I can distract that acolyte.
Hedron of constriction.
Can't quite reach him from
Acceptable.
here, but we can from down here, perhaps.
My Hedron is ready.
Good. Now, where's
Let's get
Aethea?
moving, eh? No second thoughts, eh? Glad you have our backs.
You should be able to take that guy out. Ah, maybe she couldn't because of the angle she approached from.
Back here, I see. Aye.
Let's see. Yeah, it seems that the position that you're standing in is more important than anything else.
Memory
Little death bringer.
Because from that side, we can just kill him with
Welcome
no
to the
trouble.
other side. I like these odds.
And we can put the torch out.
Heavy.
And we can drop the body in here. Now, Can we wake you up, or are we going to have to drag you out of here?
That's him.
He looks quite battered.
He is, but I believe he remains among the breathing. Carry him outside to our intended meeting spot.
Yeah, I thought
There
so.
we will wait until he regains consciousness.
Hopefully the spot is somewhere near where we've already been clearing people out.
Heave ho!
Let's see. Where are we headed? Down there. That's fine. We're going that way anyway for a tear, so let's think. Now the best way to do this would probably be Gael. Where is she?
I missed
Where have
the
we left
waves
her?
under my feet.
So she's up here,
Let's not
but
ask
she
for
can
permission.
easily come down here. Sneak behind this commie.
Quelle surprise!
And over to where our man might be.
Aye.
Good. Now,
Opportunity calls.
Oui. Any volunteers? I like long shots.
can we pick this guy up? Can we not cannon this guy? Yeah, of course we can. Good. It was very silly if we couldn't. And we're dropping him down there, so
As you command.
yeah, not hard. Down we go. Excellent. May as well have a chat with him now.
Is this another vision forced upon me by one of your prognosticas?
Breathe the air and feel the ground. Do you truly believe the Inquisition could imagine such filth?
Good. Then I'm truly free and this is truly you. Here, a vial of distilled Anglo-Marrow,
Woohoo.
potent with soul energy.
Delicious.
Take it for saving me.
Thanks, friend.
Now please, leave me be. I must recover my strength before I can go any further.
Of course. We've just got his hair to
The
deal
soul
with.
energy
So,
is ours. Well done. Get out of there before the Inquisition notices he's gone.
right, so how are we going to get out?
Remember that.
Yeah, let's get you on the ladder, Gael, and then we'll pause you in place. It's a useful little mechanic which I discovered
Quelle
by
surprise!
just reading a few things. It's like, yeah, holding people in place on ladders has proven to be very useful multiple times. Hopefully it'll work. Yep,
I like
it did.
long shots.
Good. Now, can we kill this guy
Remember
anywhere
the dead.
without getting spotted?
You won't
Yeah, we
be
can.
long.
Now, we've got, let's see, that one down there needs to go.
At your service.
So let's get
Erudition
Zagan
trumps
next.
all.
Can we bring you over here,
Intent
lad?
is key.
They merely follow their given
Strange.
task.
Yeah, we'll get you over there. Someone's coming over to look at the
Simple
torch,
choice.
Never look back.
so we'll get Aethir out of the way as well.
I'll be there soon.
The fame will be mine.
Get you both down here,
Let's see what's out there.
and then let's park you
Always
over
move
here.
forward.
Now, the only person watching him is that guy. Oh no, there's two guys. Very well. There's a commie as well. So, with that in mind, Aethir, can you
Well,
work your way around? And can you park yourself there? Right, you are in a position to take out the commie.
There is
Zagan,
always
you are in a
more.
position to take out that guy. Gael,
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly.
can you come over here, Ploz?
Let's not ask for
Does this
permission.
put you in a position where you can fire on the custodians?
Et les canons.
Yeah. So, do that, please.
Let's get moving, eh?
And do that, please, Aethir. And yeah, Zagan, you just do various Zagan things. And there we go.
What do we have here?
Ifir, do you need to deal with that guy?
Huh?
Let's get you somewhere else.
Maybe not. So if you knock out Custodes,
Heavy.
it seems they just stay knocked out. You don't need to tie them up. Good to know. Kind of makes sense. Now, can we all work our way down here without triggering any more alarms?
My mind is needed
We can,
elsewhere.
good. So yeah, I made that way harder than it needed to be at times. But once we figured that bit out, it all fell into place. Travel a distance of 5 or more meters upwards with Blink on 5 different locations. Curious. We'll get that done in time. And yeah, Gael's ability to move people around kind of got me thinking about jumping ahead. And maybe that's just caused me more trouble than anything else. But Firecrackers came in clutch a couple of times as well. And we got through that mission without killing very many people at all. Left a whole bunch alive. Most unpirate-like of us. So yeah, none of that strat would have been possible without Gael, so she might be the MVP today.
Navigator, we must talk. Come by when you're ready.
Yeah, we'll get there, Marley.
Got a good head in my chest.
But I do think that we want to continue the adventures of Quentin before we go. So let's have a chat about monkey
An
treats
offer I can't
with the Marley.
refuse.
Quentin, you've returned.
Indeed.
You still weren't able to retrieve the entirety of your cursed artifacts.
No, it turns out Estelle is the culprit.
Not much one can do then.
Can't you just tell her to give me my things back?
The
No.
monkey's soul is its own, which means even if one controls me, my doors do not open for them. A clever safety mechanism implemented by Mordecai himself, which unfortunately makes her completely oblivious to most of my commands.
Do you know any other way around her?
Yes, luckily for you,
Yeah,
she's
bribery.
not that wise. On several occasions, Mordecai was able to adjust her perspective with certain treats he
Maybe we'll have to ask Toya.
And what were these treats made out of?
For the same reasons I just told you, I have purged the precise recipe from my memories. But old Gertrude might still remember it.
Gertrude? Remembers something?
She will, if she has a good day. Maybe. Good luck.
No, no, Gertrude remembers things. It's just, it might not be the thing that you're looking for at any given moment. But she's a smart one, that old Gertrude.
Gertrude?
So, Reginald, my dear fish, so nice of you to visit
Yeah,
again.
Reggie's not on the crew yet.
It's Quentin.
I apologize, Toya. My vision has worsened over the centuries. Now, what brings you to my bower?
The Marley said you'd know something about monkey treats.
Always after new recipes, aren't you? But a treat for a monkey? Well, I think I remember something, but,
What?
I've got this terrible, terrible backache. It's so hard to concentrate. There are things stuck all over my back. If you could
We got a
just
rod.
get rid of them,
We could do that.
maybe I could remember a bit better.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we'll give you a back rub, Gert. Collect the black moss. Where are we looking exactly? Looks like it's there.
No escape from my
Can we just hook it?
Oh, yes. That's the spot.
Yep,
Let's reel them in.
she likes
Very
that.
good. There's just one left.
There is.
Come, not yet. The rod reaches far.
Lovely.
Oh, that was the one that was irking me the most.
Oh, no wonder. There were patches of black moss stuck in between your ribs.
Oh, splendid! That's actually one of the ingredients needed for the treats.
How handy.
The other one?
Soul crab shells and old-fashioned grog.
The monkey eats shells?
I believe she just substitutes plates with them, feigning a refinement she most certainly lacks. So yes, black moss on soul crab shells, pickled in standard grog. That's what Mordecai used to make her do his bidding.
I remember John's fish. Sir Reginald had a certain affection for those shells.
Ah.
Maybe he'll part with a couple of them.
Send the fish my regards. Truly, one of the last gentlemen aboard this vessel.
Right, so as with Teresa then,
I can't talk to Sir Reginald unprepared. I have to think about what I can offer him for his soul crab shells.
we're going to have to resurrect some new crewmates to be able to continue this tale. How unfortunate. Although, next time round we might pick up a black pearl for ourselves, probably from Calamity Reef, and maybe we can get John or Pincus back on the team. But until
What's
then,
in it for me?
thanks for watching, friends.